In a recent vlog, I talked about how I became interested in vlogging, how I started vlogging after lurking for a couple of months, actually less than a month probably, at YouTube in the summer of 2006. What I failed to mention was what it was that brought me to YouTube, or I should say, who it was that brought me to YouTube. I saw an article in the newspaper at that time about an elderly man in England who was making videos and posting them on the internet for all the world to see. He was connecting with people around the world, and that was geriatric1927. Of all the people that I followed and subscribed to at the time, he was the one that I followed faithfully, at least for the first 5 or 6 months of my time at YouTube. And as my time there slowly faded out and I closed my account after a year, I had stopped following him and I'd lost track of him really, and I'm sorry for that. And I say that because Peter died just a couple of days ago, just a few days ago. I learned about it through a comment that I saw from Argent on Google+. It was a comment on someone's video making reference to Peter's death. Now Mike was pretty close to Peter. He stayed in contact with him, and I think that is great. That is fantastic. I only wish that I had followed him more over the years, because he did stay active. For the last 8 years, he continued making videos. He had more than 400 videos on YouTube. He started out talking about his life, his early years, his youth, up through World War II and through the 40s. Talked about his love for motorcycles and art. And late in life, his interest in recording music, his association with the Zimmers. I only wish I had followed him further, but hopefully those videos will stay there at YouTube and I can drop in there once in a while and check them out. Yeah, Peter showed me something. He showed me that you can interact with people. Now here's someone, especially at his age. He was 79 when he started vlogging, I believe. And he was 86 when he died. As I say, he kept active. He kept connecting with people, even though his views dropped over the years. That was a reflection of the changes in YouTube. That's all you can say about that. But today I saw a video from Renato, and he basically, it was a reposting of a video he did back in 2006, smiling and watching, listening and talking about the video that he was seeing, which was Peter, one of Peter's early videos. And it was his third or fourth video that he posted, in which he replied to a question that Renato had asked, which now that I look back, I see that that was how I ended up following Paul Robinette and connecting with the people who were watching him and watching Geriatric1927. So once I saw that, I started looking back at my videos from YouTube. My old account is no longer there, but I do have most of them on my hard drive. And I came across one I had forgotten all about. It was a poem that I wrote, and I posted it. I contacted Peter to let him know I was doing this, and yeah, so I thought I'd show that to you.
It's only a window, nothing more. But when it opens, I find myself transported across the ocean by gentle hands, soothed by a gentle voice. Tales of his life flow with confidence, sometimes timid in their presentation, but always confident of their worth to his life. Some tales are sad, others enlightening to this stranger looking through his window. Experiences of a childhood in a different culture, the ever-present threat of destruction from the sky, mingle with reminiscences of life's milestones and diversions. Even tales that he's written enthrall, flavored by events that shaped his life. His manner never failing to draw me in, I'm held, a willing captive to his charms, breathlessly awaiting his every word. I always enjoy my trips with Peter, over distance and across time. Through this window he so generously opens, a window I'll never pass by without glancing in with eager anticipation.
So yeah, I owe a lot to Peter, to geriatric1927. And Peter, you're gone, but I'd like to thank you for introducing me to something that became such a big part, an important part of my life. Ciao, folks. And vlog on.